Erev Tov, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun, and you are watching Israeli News Live. Things are heating up near Israel once again, with all of its neighbors again threatening war with Israel. Even Hamas, the United Nations, in an article in Israel National News, says that if Israel doesn't soon do something to lift the blockade, that Gaza will once again go at war with Israel. And of course, Hezbollah, the Fatah, and the Syrian side and Iran all are looking at doing a war with Israel. But that's not the only thing going on. In fact, in Stein's hints, Israel could strike Iran as nuclear talks drag on. This was also in Israel National News today. Intelligence Affairs Minister says all options are on the table. And he says in the article, Intelligence Affairs Minister Yuval Steintz warned Thursday that Israel could act unilaterally against Iran over its nuclear drive, saying Tehran has failed to make concessions in talks with world powers. I won't be too specific, but all options are still on the table, Steintz told reporters. We never limited Israel's right of self-defense because of some diplomatic constraints, he said. Significant gaps remain between Iran and the P5+ world powers on specific measures to end a 12-year standoff on Tehran's nuclear program. Two deadlines for a permanent agreement have already been missed since an interim accord was struck in November in 2013. And the P5+1, Britain, China, France, Russia, and the United States and Germany have now set a March 31st deadline for political agreement. Of course, the only thing that we're concerned about as well at Israeli News Live is that we had reports that Iran already has 3 atomic bombs. One of those was tested by North Korea last year, and is expected that Iran was planning on testing one this year in the desert, in their own desert this year, showing that they do have nuclear capabilities. So what good do talks do? Will Israel end up acting unilaterally? Well, time will tell and prove that out. Definitely, we are on the verge of war in Israel. And another issue that is of great concern, and that is we have a new arms race heating up. And that arms race there, according to, says Russia fear of a U.S. hypersonic missiles threatens new arm race. So now Russia is planning on gearing up after the United States has been testing non-nuclear warheaded supersonic missiles that can reach anywhere in the world within 1 hour. Of course, Russia has also touted a little bit in their own news that they have the same capability. Well, the question is what's going to happen? It is obvious, not just an arms race, but Russia is already, Vladimir Putin has already stated publicly that Russia is behind in the weapons program when it comes to the United States. The United States outspending Russia 5 times to 1. And Putin says it's time to turn that table around. So we are definitely not just back in a Cold War arms race, we're in the edge of a nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. We're about to see just everything break up here as what the New World Order sets into motion, and all the lines will be redrawn all over the world. And of course, the Pope Francis will end up being the great peace negotiator. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live.